off. I'm doing a naturalista situation. So
and it looks cute, sis. Yes.
Hopefully it holds to the end of this chat, but I'm loving the black on you. How are you feeling today? How was vacation? I saw it. You look great.
Let me tell you, it was wonderful. You know, for me, I tell people all the time, you know, I got married when I was 22, so most of my vacations were not solo. So it has been great just spending. Okay. There we go. It has been great just spending time with myself and going places like by myself. Yeah, so it's been great.
So that's a season for me. I have like a big birthday coming up this year, and I keep telling everybody like I want to go eat, pray, love, and they're like, "You are not going by yourself," and I'm like,
"Why not?
Watch me."
Right. So yeah, and it's so crazy because people will think that because you're choosing to be alone that you're lonely, and that's what it means. Like it's okay for you to do things by yourself. It doesn't mean that you're depressed. Doesn't mean that you're sad. Doesn't mean that you're miserable. 100%. It really means that you have embraced self-love and loving you enough to spend time with yourself. You don't need people around to validate you. You don't need people around to make you feel some kind of way or to make you feel happy. But it really sheds light on the fact that you can enjoy yourself.
What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to do some commentary, honey, for the lovely Miss Melody S. Holt, honey. She goes live with somebody, honey, by the name of Jen Leon Magazine to discuss business and love and marriage, Huntsville, honey. So I'm going to keep playing the audio, you guys, and Miss Rapperson, honey, will be in and out with her commentary.
So I've been enjoying it. It's been great.
Good. And it's really telling, I think, especially in this season with so much change and so much turmoil, like, sometimes you have to just get back to the basics and like be with self. So I'm happy you were able to do that. And so we're gonna jump into it for you guys that are just jumping on. I am C Speaks fashion and lifestyle contributor here at Jillian. If you're under a rock, if you've been living under a rock, I will let you know who we are interviewing today or just having girl talk with today. The Melody Holt. Now, I'm gonna get in your business because I see on our flyer that last name has changed. I'm gonna ease into the dropping of that, but we have star of hit reality show Love and Marriage Huntsville. How are you feeling? Can you believe all this time has gone by? Is this anything of what you thought? I mean, you guys have really changed reality television. I'll say for me, I know it's always been as far as historically with reality TV drama and this and that, but the initial connotation of couples, black elite couples coming in, married couples, right? You guys are married. That's the dinger too. Coming in and, changing television. I mean, you guys really, Carlos, you guys have really come in and changed the game. How do you feel? I mean, you are a trailblazer in this.
Absolutely. I wake up feeling happy and fulfilled every day. I think for me, because I am so ambitious.
Yes.
Whenever I reach a certain milestone, so people who meet me, they're always like, oh my gosh, she's so nice. Oh my gosh, she's so humble. I think for me, I never get to a place where I feel like I've arrived and I feel like I've made it. And because I always have a next level goal, no matter what. So,
child, Miss Melody S. Holt, honey, Miss Robinson got to interrupt because Melody is a top level chick, honey. That's just simply how we operate, okay? And another thing, you guys, I'm so happy to hear that Melody is taking the time to be by her damn self, because I'm sure, honey, it goes down up in her DMs, honey. I'm sure every Tom, Dick, and Harry, honey, wanna, date Miss Melody S. Holt, but I just love how classy she is, you guys, and how she's, back to the basics, just back to being by herself. She recognizes that she got married at a really young age, and she was always coupled up, with a man, and now she is flying solo, raising her 4 babies by herself and handling her business. Too many women, they don't take the time to heal. show, after a bad breakup. But Melody, honey, I guess she may have went out on a few dates, which is cool, but I guess she don't want nothing serious. And I really love and respect and admire her for that, honey. Okay, because if she was Portia Williams, honey, we know she would have had a new man by now, or 2 or 3 men, honey. Okay, I'm just saying. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth, but honey, it's the truth, honey. Okay.
Wow, this has been amazing, and it has been great, as you said, to be a trailblazer as it pertains to having a reality show right here in Alabama,
which is also like,
yeah, it feels great. I think anytime you put in work for something and you see that dream or vision come to fruition, you're going to feel, it's just like giving birth to a baby you carried for 9 months, right?
Woo.
And so, it's always that amazing feeling afterwards to be like, I really did this. So I do feel like that, but that's not what leads me on my daily journey, because I'm always working for the what's next. What's the next goal you have, right?
Yeah.
But it was a few years ago, several years ago, honestly, where there was a conversation had about being in the entertainment industry, which is something I always knew I wanted to do, hosting, singing.
Yes.
And from that conversation, a mutual friend actually was like, y'all need to talk with Carlos King. And so I remember I went on the website. I still have the email where I went on the website, reached out to him, paid the consultation fee.
Okay.
And we went and met with him. The first time ever with him, we went and met with him. And immediately he was like, "Ooh, y'all should be on Housewives." And we're like,
right.
Yeah, we're like, no. And so what we did is over the years, because I had Carlos's number at that point, so I would stay in contact with him and constantly probably blowing his phone up like crazy, right? Sending him messages about what's happening in Huntsville, what's happening in Alabama, just really trying to sell Huntsville to him.
Yeah.
And I remember we had created a sizzle reel, and I sent that to him. He called me that night, and he was like, "I want to work with you guys.
Wow.
I don't want you to go with anyone else." And he sent a contract that day. And then from there, we had conversations. A few months went by, and we had a conversation. He was like, "Look, I can get ensemble sold really quickly. How do you guys feel about having an ensemble?" I tell people all the time, we could have said no, not interested. But instead we were like, okay, well, here are some friends we have, some people we've been kicking it with the past few years, and we then delivered names.
You hear that, Tisha and Marceau, Mr. Narcissist and Mrs. Codependent? Okay, she didn't have to give Carlos y'all damn names. Okay, ungrateful heathens. Okay.
Some of them are of the other castmates you guys see on the show. We gave them about 8 or 10 names.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
We gave them about 8.
And Destiny, your ungrateful ass. Okay, your copycat ass. You over there with Tisha now. Shame on you, Destiny. Okay.
10 names for them to interview and talk to. So, when the ensemble idea was presented, like I said, we could have said, no, thank you, we'll wait. But
right.
Okay, well, let's check these people out and let's just see what you think.
Child, these people, they need not doubt Miss Melody S. Holt, honey. Okay, she is a boss. And I don't know why these people keep coming for the hand that helps to feed them. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. Okay, damn, Melody should be claiming these people on her taxes, hook-headed included. Okay, how you doing?
And
I love that. I think one of my favorite parts about media and networking is sometimes you just got to be in the right place at the right time, and everything else will kind of gel.
Absolutely.
And so, again, something else that I'd echo when you said, you could have been like, no. Also, creating the opportunity for other people, it kind of helped your own trajectory. So that was very wise too. You kind of led into my next question, which is the balancing act of it all. I mean, you're a mother of 4. You already were a boss before you got on TV, but to be on reality TV, to your new cosmetic line, the skincare line, you're singing, you're twirling, you're looking how you look.
Girl, I just came back from the beach.
The people are going up for you.
Listen, I was like, oh, they about to see me in the most natural sense of the word, because listen,
you've been giving so many looks, even recently with the show that we'll get into, the social media experience. You guys just had a 2-part series. I want to get into that. But the balancing act, how do you prioritize, okay, this, I'm sure you get an influx of opportunities and things that you want to do. We just talked about how you're constantly trying to evolve and looking to, level up. How do you balance it all? You got them 4 beautiful babies. You got all of this stuff popping. And then your newfound freedom of like, I'm, no longer a wife in this season. I still got to make things happen. And so it's been a blessing to be able to watch you make them happen. Speak to the balancing act. How do you do it all, Chab?
So I tell people, I'm glad you use the word prioritize, because I tell people all the time, I don't believe there is such thing as balance.
Yeah.
That it's about what's priority. So for me, I set that up by the deadlines that I have.
Okay.
So if I have something due tomorrow and I have something due Friday, tomorrow is going to take priority over that. If my child gets sick today, that takes priority over whatever else I may have had scheduled if I need to be present with my child. So for me, I'm big at prioritizing. I'm big at multitasking. Multitasking definitely helps me a lot when it comes to getting several things done, because I'm always doing multiple things at one time.
Do we have a choice to not? Do we have a choice to not multitask?
I have to multitask, and it's so crazy because I think I've done it for so long. Like even when I was a kid, me being involved in so many different organizations, doing so much with the community, that I was just trained and built from that age up, like a young age up, to now it's just a part of me. So there's not any battle that I can't defeat, right?
Yeah, that's a word.
Honest.
Come on, Melody, honey. I love me some Melody S. Holt, honey.
Anything that I want to do, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to stick to it and not give up when it gets tough. And not give up when it seems like, oh man, this person didn't have an answer. I'm going to go to the next person who does have the answer.
Okay.
So I prioritize and multitask like a mug.
Okay.
Real.
Can you imagine doing one thing at a time? Like, oh my goodness.
No.
So I want to speak to social media. Of course, we're going to jump into the show. You blink and you guys are 4 seasons in already. I feel like you guys just started. And I know that social media can be a double-edged sword, right? It's like you need it, and then it's like I need a break, but like there's so much going on there that you have to kind of be. I can only imagine being a reality star. Yeah. And I want you to just speak to, how has it been with so much playing out on social media, but you being able to use it as a stepping stone in regards to your other businesses, your entrepreneurship. I mean, again, you wear so many hats and have so many projects. How have you been able to navigate social media and not let it be to your detriment?
I think first understanding exactly, let social media be what social media is.
Ooh.
So that's the first thing. I think for me, I am naturally a people's person. I love people. I love helping people. I have people around me who have to tell me, like, Melody, okay, look, hold up.
Really?
Because I love helping people. I really do. And so for me, having the opportunity to connect with people all across the world, that's what social media allows me to do. And it's fulfilling for me. I love when I get to respond to people in my DMs who are sharing their deepest secrets with me, some of them, and some of their toughest life experiences with me, and I'm able to write them back and drop them an encouraging word, or I'm able to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it humanizes the experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to me, that's what social media allows me to do. And then, of course, it has also allowed me to, which I guess I was the post queen before the show.
Yes.
But it allowed me to have I've been brand building since before the show.
You hear that, Letitia? Do you hear that, Marceau? Okay, like I told y'all before, they could take a page out of Melody's book and improve their branding and marketing strategies. Okay, instead of, sitting over there hating, honey, okay, in that toxic marriage, honey, of 15 years, okay?
And so now it's okay for me to reap the rewards of all of the labor.
Yes.
For me to reap the harvest of all of the labor that I put in, sacrifices I made when before even the show I was posting encouraging words and interacting with all my fans, because I literally used to almost respond to every comment.
Wow.
I remember those years. That's why people now, the fan base that I have, is because a lot of those people were there in those beginning stages as it pertains to me.
Absolutely. And there's comments going off, girl, too.
So, I mean, at this point now, I'm reaping the, harvest of my labor.
Yeah.
I think social media can be a great thing. You have to be able to not get too offended by things that people say, because everybody has an opinion, and it's okay. You can't try to change everyone, but my thing is if I can touch one person, that's enough for me. If something that I say encourages or talks one person off the cliff that they was thinking about jumping off of, that's for me.
Yeah.
I don't care about the other people. I care about those that I'm affecting positively. So that's what I use it for, and that's how I operate, and I have no doubt that's why God continues to bless me.
It's such a responsibility, I feel like, you're on reality TV or just a public figure in general. And honestly, just as our own individual, the things that we spew out, social media, you are subconsciously and consciously digesting all of this stuff. So I think when you are on the other side of the curve and you're the influencer and you're the public figure, you do have a responsibility. Now, speaking of social media, we're going to dig into the show a bit. And, Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all are not just on TV. Social media is like where the real show kicks off, right? And so for those of you, I know all of the people are in the comments talking about it. There was a 2-part social media series that launched. The second part was over the weekend to gear up for the premiere of the new season. And it was a recap. It was digging into a lot of our favorites, a lot of the watchers, a lot of us that have been invested over the years, being able to recap and being able to delve into that. And so as the show wrapped, they were basically going into how what everybody has accomplished and what people have going for them. And some of your castmates were not too happy. They felt as though they did not get the same amount of show or
the narcissist and the codependent, honey, okay?
Their businesses and what they have going on were not put on the table. The girls were saying that they wanted to put their resume on the table because Melody's is always up. How do you deal with that specifically? And also, how do you deal with just that type of backlash? Now, let me use backlash properly. I don't feel as though, because I'm out here in these comment streets, I don't feel like you're getting backlash. I feel like people are just responding to what's happening. But how do you deal with, you're in a season where it's Melody's time. It's your season. You just spoke to how the years of putting in the work and you're ready to reap the reward. How do you deal with kind of a little saw or a little hateration that's always going to be there? But it's kind of brewing now. It's pretty blatant in this particular situation with this 2-part piece social media situation. How do you deal with that, girl? Because that's a lot.
You pay their ass dust, honey, okay?
I don't deal with it.
Come on, girl.
Drops mic.
Right, and stays quiet, baby. Ooh, Melody. Girl, honey, you better than Miss Robinson. Miss Robinson would have got a little petty. Okay, I would have got real petty with the Scots. Okay, 15 years and not a word from your husband, honey. Okay, Tisha, girl, boo-boo, oatmeal pie face. I know what your problem is. I know what it is, honey. Miss Robinson go rap to you, okay? yeah, I'm going to speak to you, sis. If you would get your ass out of that toxic ass marriage with that big toenail head ass nigga, I think that you would be a semi-happy human being. But honey, when you are with a toxic, narcissistic man, honey, okay, he gonna bring you down every time. Miss Robinson know all about it. Okay, but Miss Robinson done kicked all them fools to the curb, honey, okay, because they ain't on my level. I'm a top level chick, honey, and when you know who you are, then you know what you are capable of doing, and you know you can do it alone, and you ain't got to cling to some sorry ass man that ain't about shit just because he out here building hotels, okay, selling you pipe dreams, girl. Okay, about how he providing for you and the kids' future. Tell that man, fuck the future. I care about now. I could die tomorrow, but I care about today. Okay, how you doing? That's how I would talk to that fool. Okay, see, I know when a woman is bitter, honey, and miserable, and that is how Tisha feel. Why you think it was easy for her to team up with Miss Destiny, honey? Because Destiny is a hater too. Now, some of y'all have been telling me that you think that Destiny is creeping with Hook-headed with Martell. I hope that that's not true, honey. I hope Destiny ain't that damn desperate. Okay, Destiny girl, hit up Miss Robinson girl. I can get you somebody in the hood, honey. They will marry you. Like I said, honey, you may have to pay, pay for their plane ticket, honey, but you ain't got nothing else to do, sis. You can do it. But Destiny is a beautiful woman, honey. Okay, she need to work on her inside. Okay, to attract the right man, honey. Stop being jealous. Okay, and girl, get you some friends. Stop thinking that Melody's supposed to save the day for you. Okay, like, girl, you need your own support group. Okay, because I really do feel like you guys, Destiny is jealous of Tiffany and Melody's friendship. And I just feel like Destiny is not living in her truth. She's not really doing nothing about her life. Now, she may be doing some things professionally, with the hair store and salon and suites, and that's all good, but honey, we got to take care of the personal life. And I think that Destiny is somebody, guys, that she may be a bit lonely, and that's okay, but you got to go and get other friends, because if you was busy, Destiny, with your friends, you wouldn't be worried about if Melody calling and texting you every day. You would be so busy with your other friends, honey. Okay, but now you over there with Miss Codependent, honey, and honey, y'all go fall out too. Okay, that's how the enemy do. The enemy will hook up with another enemy and become friends off of that. Okay, ciao, bye.
That's still a word. Could you imagine still dealing with it and missing out on what you have going on now? As far as social media, and we're talking about how you are all the different products you have going on. Let's talk about the most recent one, your collab with the lipsticks. Where can we get them? How did you get on that situation? Spill it.
Awesome. So, Pasta Cosmetics, that has been, honestly, I would say to date, my biggest partnership. It's been one that I've been most excited about, just being able to work with another female-owned brand that's actually been around longer than me. A lot of find myself in situations where I am the person giving all the tips, giving all the knowledge, and helping others. So it's been great to have someone who has more knowledge in something than me. So they've been to me. So that's been really cool. So yes, we did come out with 5 shades. We're currently working on our spring and summer collection, and a few extra items as well that I can't disclose right now.
Not yet.
Come on, Melody. She said spring and summer, honey. Take that, Sheree Whitfield. Okay, Miss Joggers. Her shit still didn't come out. I guess it's coming, you guys, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. We'll tune in and see what's going on with that. But, honey, I am so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Melody, girl. Get them points. Start up all these businesses, honey. They gonna be mad at you, Melody. Okay, we thought that Hook had a problem, but honey, Marceau mad, Tisha mad, Destiny mad. I don't see Kimmy and Maurice being that petty, but we'll just stay tuned, honey. But yeah, all of them other castmates, honey, they is so mad, honey. Okay, Child Melody is booked and unbothered, honey. Okay.
No. Yeah, we got a few more extra items we're working on too, and I know that everyone is going to love it. But Carol and Randy, the owners at Hosmer, have been phenomenal, and it has been just great having a partnership where everyone wants to see each other win and be successful in this endeavor. And I'll be honest, I love the feedback, from the people who have purchased. Everyone loves how it makes their lips feel, how it's long lasting, it's vitamin infused, and all of this great stuff that's just healthy for your lips. And so I'm the type of person, I can't just put anything out. It has to be 100, because if it ain't 100, people may get tired of me, but I'll go back and forth for months until it gets right. And I think when we talk about branding, let me say this, that's another big thing for me, is making sure that things fit with my brand. And there are deals I turned down.
Yeah.
I turned down $40,000 deals.
Yeah.
They said, no, thank you. If I didn't feel it right in my spirit, and if it didn't line up with who I am, I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
And so I use that same energy when it comes to putting out products. It has to be legit, or I'm not gonna do it. I'll just and I won't do it and not think twice about it. So I'm glad that I've enjoyed the partnership with Cosner. It has been something that I'm excited that I chose to do and continue. My management team, Dawn, James, Sean, everyone worked hard to make this thing happen, and it's been phenomenal.
I love that. I think especially in this season of like self-care and women trying to invest into themselves and reward themselves, I think this is right on brand. I think when people think of you, they think of beauty, they think of glamour, they think so. This was really on brand for the lipstick. I'm really excited. I can't wait to try it out myself.
Send me your address and I'll send you a sample.
You're so sweet. I definitely will.
Okay.
Now, I've also been trying to get into skincare as I begin to level up in my adulting. I know that's a thing. I love makeup. I love everything beauty, everything glamour. But it's so important for the skin. Are you able to talk to us about your skincare line too?
Absolutely.
You have me blowing all over.
Absolutely. So my skincare line, the biggest part of it is that it's hydrating. It's vitamin infused. It is the moisturizing part of it is huge as well. So I have a cleanser, a toner. I have a moisturizer, lip primer, and a milk bath. And
wow.
I love that.
It's clean. It's vegan, animal cruelty free, paraben free, natural, made here in the U.S. I think for me, I knew that I didn't want to just throw my label on something from another country and claim it as mine. I literally, in the creating process of making sure that the items in it made sense.
Yeah.
Come on, Melody, honey. You are an astute businesswoman, honey, okay?
To include some things my great-grandmother taught me as I suffered from a drying skin condition.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things that I can't put it out if it ain't right, and I didn't want to private label it. I wanted to literally be hands-on when it came to creating the product.
I love it. What I also was going to say, someone was in the comments, they had a great question that just caught my eye. And this is totally off the radar. For someone that's looking to start their own business, again, we just talked about how there's kind of no reward without risk. What would be your advice to them? This is new to them. They just know it's kind of tugging on their heart. The resources are kind of there, but they have this vision. Do you have any advice for maybe a first-time entrepreneur, someone that's trying to step out there and level up as well?
Absolutely. So my degree is in education, so I started teaching when I graduated at 22.
Yeah.
By that spring, my then fiance and I had started a lawn company. And eventually, of course, we got married, but we started a lawn company.
Yep.
That was my first piece of real entrepreneurship. I had done some things growing up, but that was my real piece. I had a lawn company, right?
Yeah, that's huge.
So that was different for me. But what I will say is, one, don't allow the support or none. from doing what you feel your heart beats and want to do. Sometimes the biggest support will come from those who don't even know you.
Preach, girl, honey. Okay, preach, preach, preach. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. I remember before I started my podcast, I talked to my mother about it. I think this was back in 2015, and she was like, no, don't do that. Get you a safe and secure job. I'm like, lies, lies. Somebody told Miss Robinson, girl, you better get started. I got started. I had the raggediest phone, honey. Okay. The pictures that I used to take, honey, they used to be horrible, but I pressed record, and honey, I ain't stopped pressing record, honey, okay? So take it from me, honey, from Miss Robinson, honey, get started on anything that you call a dream, honey, and forget the haters, the naysayers, you know, even your parents, if they are not supportive of you, you know, honey, y'all know what I did, honey. I had to cut my mama off. Not just because of that, because of other stuff. But, you know, just you got to tune all that out. You got to get to the point where you only hear your voice. And your voice has to be louder than everybody else's. Okay? And you got to go for what you know, honey. Okay? Come on, Melody girl. I love me some Melody, honey. She preaching the truth, honey.
Isn't that something? Yep.
Yeah, but it's real, you know. So if you have people around you who are energetically low vibrational, remove those people from around you, because all they're going to do is limit and hinder your mind and the depths of where you can really go as it pertains to building your business and working on your purpose. Yeah. So wake up every day speaking life into that business, speaking life into that dream, into that business. And I would say as well for me, don't wait or hold off on starting a business, trying to figure out what's your passion.
Yeah.
Because I look at my story, sometimes you sit around waiting, I'm just trying to see what my passion is.
Yeah.
Now for me, my passion wasn't cutting lawns and cleaning foreclosures that filthy. That wasn't my passion.
Mm-hmm.
But getting into that industry set me up to make the money to be able to start working in my passion.
That's right.
Being invited to speak in engagements where I'm able to pour into others. But that was because I reached a certain level in my industry where I earned the right for you to listen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. My passion, if that makes sense. And sometimes things come full circle. So when I look at me wanting to teach, it was because I wanted to pour into my middle schoolers, right? And be an example to them of Black success and Black excellence and, you know, Black educated, right? I'm doing the same thing, but with a different audience now.
Tell it, Melody. But guys, really quickly, make sure you pay attention to what your life demonstrates. So if you are somebody that likes children, you know, maybe you should get a job at a daycare or just be a teacher, you know, like, don't just do something just for the money. Really have the passion and the drive for it. Some of y'all may just want to be married and be a stay-at-home mom. That's fine too. You know, if that's where your heart is, you know, you got to nurture wherever your heart and your spirit is, and do not compare yourself to somebody else. That is the thief of joy. Okay, don't compare what you're doing with what somebody else is doing. Always compete only with yourself. Okay, the minute you bring somebody else into it, a family member, your next door neighbor, and you looking at them and what they got and you ain't got it, and you know, all of that is just gonna bring you down and make you depressed. Focus on you, what makes you great, what makes you stand out. And honey, the rest, honey, it will take care of itself, honey. Trust me.
Exactly.
So it came full circle for me.
I love that. And I think especially, you know, in this new age and with reality television and social media, it's like people really skip out on the story. Mm-hmm. And like, I love how you say the years it took that you put in. You know, you started out in an industry that you weren't, it really wasn't your thing, but it gave you the capital and it gave you the exposure to do what you wanted to do. Also want to segue into your singing.
Now, really quickly, guys, I really like that her and Martell went into business together. I think that was so smart of them. And, you know, they were so young and they were just engaged and making boss moves. I really respect that. It's a shame Martell messed everything up. But I really like how they got together and, you know, was a team. Okay? I love that.
Your music, was this something that was always a passion? Are you in a season like, I got the time, I got the resource, I can step into this this hobby of mine? Talk to us about that. How's that been going? You look incredible all the time. We love it. We love it. We love it.
So I have been singing since I was 5, and by singing I mean on, you know, my first televised performance I was 5. And I've always been into music, so I always played the piano, played the keyboard at church, always praise and worship team leader, all that kind of stuff. So I've been into music for quite some time. But what I will say is what happens is life, you know. I went to college. I still sang in the gospel choir while I was in college. But,
oh, nice.
Yeah, I did. But then I got married, then I started having children. But that desire and love that I have for music it's probably going to always be there for me. And so what it did is it became an outlet for me with everything I'd gone through, for me to express myself and to let out those emotions and let out those feelings in a way that was healthy for me, as well as helping to others who've been in those same situations. So my prayer is that, you know, whenever the ladies are walking around singing this song and looking at this video, that I'm showing them what boss up after divorce looks like. You gotta look great, feel great.
Yes.
You know, I'm up there on the doggone horse and stallion on
yes.
Right? Like, people will try to make you feel like because you have children that all of a sudden you are no longer able to be sexy, you're no longer to be confident.
Such a word. Yes.
I want us as women to know that we can be all of that.
And really quickly, guys, I love everything she's saying, but I love that she has made her enemies her footstool. I love what she's did with her singing about all the hurt and emotional abuse that Martell Holt put her through, and even Ariane Curry, you know, she got the Side Chick of the Year award. Like, that is how you want to defeat your enemies in life. You want to put them in books, in songs. That's what you do, honey. You got to take them lemons, honey, and make lemonade, honey. Okay, I'm serious. That's what Miss Robinson do. Okay, I told y'all Miss Robinson got her own personal cemetery for her haters, and they are in my books, honey. Okay.
You'll walk into a business meeting and close a multi-million-dollar deal. I can do that too. So, you know,
I think that's what makes you so relatable, right? I think even through all that you've experienced that's panned out on national television, that's panned out online, like, you're a girl's girl, and, like, we feel that. I feel like your followers feel that. I feel like you've always been super transparent, even when it's not necessarily easy to do so, because it's not. You know what I mean?
I've had a lot of interviews where I've had to answer and be in a lot of situations and answer a lot of tough questions. Yeah. But one thing about me is I'm always going to keep it 100. I'm always going to be honest. I'm always going to be transparent. And that's just how I was brought up.
Yeah.
That has been instilled in me. And it ain't failed me yet, so I ain't changing it up now.
That's right, girl.
The recipe works, don't change it.
Yeah. Keep it 100.
Yes. And so with all that you've experienced, do you still believe in marriage and the value of marriage? And I know for me personally, I come from parents that have been married forever, 30 years this year, I believe. I can't keep up. They're literally the black love. They epitomize it. But I know in this season, with all the funny memes on Instagram, everybody's independent. They got their own. Do you still find the value in marriage?
I think marriage is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I had many beautiful years in a marriage.
Yeah.
And so I do still believe in love. I do still believe in marriage. Is it something that's at the top of my list right now? Absolutely not. But for those who
Honey, why did it pause?
are married or who are interested in being married, I tell people there's nothing greater than having someone in your life that you feel cares about you, protects you, loves you, has a genuine and pure heart towards you.
Yeah.
Right, all the opposite shit that Martell had towards her. He started treating her like she was his damn enemy. I cannot stand this new culture of men today, you guys. I can't stand the narcissism, the one-sidedness, I'm gonna embarrass the hell out of the woman that loves me the most. I don't know what is wrong with these men. And if you try to talk to any of these men about that particular culture, a lot of them will say, well, he's just being a man, and just make sure you be the bigger person in the relationship. Fuck all of that. I will do you how you try to do me, honey. Okay. And leave your ass too. Okay. It just still disturbs me, you guys, how Martell tried to do this beautiful, powerful, successful woman. Okay, and tried to put some damn side chick on the same level as his wife. Disgusting.
Beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And marriage is the one thing in the Bible that relates us to Christ and the church.
Yeah.
It's marriage, right?
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing. Is it for everyone? No. Do you have to get married? No. You can find being single if that's what you choose. Like, so I post on my story all the time, and sometimes I say, hey, if companionship is what you want, sis, you can get that too, because you are somebody's wish fulfillment.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, that is a word.
But also to the people who try to push marriage on us as women, and like, you need to, we can't wait till your next husband. Girl, I get all kinds of DMs.
Girl, I can only imagine.
You gonna get your next husband. I'm like, but who told you I wanted another husband?
That's right.
Do what I'm doing. Like, enjoy my kids, build my empire, build my legacy.
Right.
So I think us moving the mind shift, having the mind shift of going from you have to have a husband or wife, that's not okay.
Right.
We need to move that.
And it's too many people, you guys. I see them all the time. They are in these marriages and they're not even happy, but they're asking you, when are you going to get married? I get it all the time. You look like you somebody's wife. And I tell them I am not, honey. Okay. Miss Robinson like to be free as a bird. Okay, I don't think that marriage is this fantasy that everybody tries to make it out to be. I don't think relationships are like that. I feel like you really have to work at it, and you have to pair and mate with the right person and make sure they have the right intentions towards you, because a lot of people, they love bombing you in the beginning. They'll love bomb the hell out of you for the first 3-4 years. And then, you be with them, 7 years, the last 3 or 2 years or a year, they try to treat you like shit, honey. You be like, the hell wrong with you? Where the hell the man I fell in love with, honey? Okay, who is this devil, honey? Okay, run away from me with this. Okay, you turn into Phaedra, how she was with Apollo, honey. Okay, make it make sense. But, I definitely think that marriage and relationships and family, raising kids together, I think all of that is just so beautiful. But you just have to find the right person, because unfortunately, you guys, honey, the way some of these people is set up with their childhood traumas, they're not going to counseling. I'm talking about a lot of these men. They may be making a substantial amount of money. We see it on Love and Marriage Huntsville. You got a man like Marceau, making all this money, and, he's very successful, but he refuses to take his narrow ass to counseling. Okay, make it make sense. Black men, take that ass to counseling. Okay? To me, that's a good black man. Okay, somebody that's willing to, improve their mental and emotional faculties, honey. Okay, that's a good man. Okay, not just somebody that bring home the bacon.
If you desire that, that is okay too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree. I think that's just one of the millions of things or stigmas that's put on us. If you're not a mom by this age, if
Yeah.
you get married, you can't keep a man. It's just like, well, what about all the other amazing things that I do, or the other amazing characteristics that I have as a woman? Can we talk about those? So I like that. I also saw with your, I wanted to spin back to that. With your singing, is there anything new outside of what's already brewing that we can anticipate? Are you looking to push out any collaborations that we should be, trying to get privy to, or how's that been?
Oh, I definitely have some things coming for sure. So I'm super excited. I've been able to make a lot of great connections with some people who have been beasts in the music industry.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to giving you guys some more music, giving you some new music, giving you some stuff y'all can bop to.
I love it.
Plethora of things, okay? Being behind the camera, it's just totally different. I just filmed a movie that's going to, your Netflix and all of that. And so I do enjoy, being in front of the camera and behind the camera. But I think the difference is when it comes to reality TV, there's so much real drama that comes with that what I find myself struggling with is because I worked so hard to get to a place of peace.
Yeah.
Right? I know what it took for me to get to this place where I am right now, where I'm literally in perfect peace. It's hard for me. I struggle with finding a way to be in the reality TV realm and still keep my peace.
I can only imagine, because it's a trade-off. It's a transaction.
Yeah, it really is. It is. And especially, it matters to who you're working with, who your coworkers are. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like, girl, I'll be like, oh, just let me stay in my house.
I know.
And I'm so glad she's talking about that, because I just feel like if Destiny is really her friend, she would understand this girl works hard, she grinds hard, and she don't have time to be texting and talking to you on the phone. Like, she needs a break. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like that too. I may go hard at all my jobs, and then I just need space and time, honey, to my damn self. Okay, like I really understand Melody. I don't know if it's a water sign thing, but I am that way. Like, I can only imagine, guys, what she goes through. Like, being on that show, it looks very stressful. It's a whole bunch of drama. Yes, her life is our entertainment, but I'm able to see Melody as a human being, and I know she needs a break away from this stressful job and these, stupid ass people, honey, because some of them, honey, just ain't wrapped too tight, baby.
She's like, I got this, I'm good, I want to just dance. I can only imagine. I think I was going to ask you too, do you find that because you occupy both spaces, is it easier for you to produce because you kind of know what the talent, you sitting in that talent seat, do you feel as though do you feel as though?
Coming from the talent piece, I know what it should look like from behind the camera. So definitely has helped. So I always feel like everything you do, you should be working to build yourself higher and higher and higher and higher. If you ain't doing that, you wasting time.
Very true.
So, and I don't know about y'all, but I ain't got no time to wait.
Listen.
Come on, girl.
My plants in this month. A little that we can anticipate as far as how you're going to show up in the season and what it means to you.
Oh, sure. So, sure.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. So, how I'm going to show up is kind of the way I was last season.
Okay. We liked her. We subscribed to her. So that's nice. We'll take it.
Because I was getting into, I'm more at peace now even than I was then.
We can feel it. We can really feel it.
It's even more than it was last season. But last season was the turning point for me, I think, when it came to me being at peace and me being happy and me being in a great space.
Yes.
So I found myself last season trying really hard to kind of be a peacemaker. I wanted everybody to get along.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I spent so many seasons being transparent about what was happening in my marriage, which gave me I had a lot to deal with the first season.
You definitely, to say the least.
So, last season for me, it was like I want everybody to get along. Like, let's just have fun.
Yeah.
You know, let's enjoy. I wanted to enjoy a season of film.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this season, I'm really the same way. I'm still on the wanting everybody to get along. Let's, do what we do. However, if I, for any reason, feel in my spirit that something ain't right with you, I'm just not going to deal with you because
Destiny and Tisha.
my peace is more important.
Yeah.
Protecting that is more important.
For sure.
And my intuition more than I've ever trusted it. So, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm going to cut her off. Secondly, honestly, which was the same thing last season, I don't come for anyone unless they come for me. I'm never the person to start things.
Yes.
Let's talk about the show, the air, the past two. You haven't heard me say one word.
Yeah.
There's been a lot said, I guess.
It has.
I'm never the initiator. Mm-hmm. But what I've learned is to not react to it. You don't even get that from me anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
so
that's so powerful.
Where I am. I ain't perfect with it because, I think one time this season we done filmed so far. Just one time.
Just one.
Perfect. But I literally had a headache for a day and a half after that where I couldn't even get any work done for real. And what that showed me was I'm so used to not having toxicity around me or in my life that my body didn't even know how to react to it. Right.
Come on, girl.
I didn't even know how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fuss with people on a regular. I ain't debating with people on a regular. Yelling with people on a regular. My body literally couldn't even take it. I was shut down for about a day and a half.
I love it.
So that one experience this season put me in a place where I said it ain't gonna happen again because it ain't worth that for me.
All right, you guys, that's all I got to say about that, honey. Get down in Miss Robinson's comments, honey. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.